By his own admission, he says he's learned a lot, particularly since the loss to Holyfield in the second of their fights. He believes that loss was the beginning of making him a real man in boxing.
I think in a sense he's like another Las Vegas native, Andre Agassi, who finally decided now is his time to show the talent that he has developed, nurtured, and brought to fruition to be the best that he can be.
You saw the hug that precedes the fight between two men who not only respect each other, but like each other as friends, who have traveled to each other's birthday parties over the course of the past couple of years, and who vow that their affection for one another will not vanish after they pound away at each other as hard as they can tonight.
1, 2, face on. The other guys are going to have to get right behind.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the side where legends are made, Caesar's Palace, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing gold trimmed with black and weighing 213 pounds. In 1984, he captured an Olympic bronze medal. Then, as a professional, he became the undisputed cruiserweight world champion. He then moved to the heavyweight division, winning that title 2 times. His professional record now stands at 31 victories, 22 by knockout, with only 2 defeats. Tonight, he again displays his courage by facing for the 3rd time the toughest opponent of his career. Ladies and gentlemen, from Atlanta, Georgia, introducing the Warrior, the 3-time world champion and former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Evander Holyfield. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trimmed in red and weighing 240 pounds. In 1988, he came home to the streets of Brooklyn with an Olympic silver medal. After turning professional, he fought his way to the World Heavyweight Championship in 1992. And in his 3rd title defense, he suffered the first and only loss of his career. Tonight, he plans on reversing that single blemish on his record, a record which now stands at 37 victories, 31 by knockout, with that 1 defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, from Brooklyn, New York, a 2-time world champion, former undisputed, and current WBO heavyweight champion of the world, Riddick Big Daddy
All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want a good, clean fight, obey my command at all time, give me good sportsmanlike conduct. Understood? All right, shake hands, good luck to both of you.
Where's low at, Joe?
Right here.
Right there.
Right there.
These 2 fighters seem to need each other, just as we in boxing need them. And what I'm looking forward to right now is the 25th round of a long, great fight.
And in the last few moments before the opening bell, one final entreaty from Holyfield's camp to Joe Cortez, asking him to watch the way Bowe uses his right hand. They're convinced that Bowe gets away with clubbing opponents on the back of the head too often.
Huh? Give me one go.
52 degrees at audience level, 62 degrees under the lights in the ring. And a final adjustment to the ring ropes as Cortez tries to see to it that the ropes will be tight enough, although neither man here has a habit of leaning against the ropes, and they go ahead and take that restraining rope off. Finally. Men starting out working conventionally behind the jab. One immediate impression, Evander Holyfield saying to us yesterday, I'm bigger and stronger than ever before, and he looks that way in the ring.
Riddick Bowe did not take the initiative with his jab. Holyfield has won the battle of the jabs already. Holyfield is 213. He may be the bigger guy tonight after all.
Oh, at what is for him a very trim 240. Lowest weight since the first Holyfield fight in fall of '92.
When you got an advantage of a left jab, you don't wait to use it. You start off whether you land on the chest or not. Bowe is not doing that.
Holyfield tries the first real combination, and Bowe gets Holyfield with the first leg lift of the fight. Evander tripling up with the jab.
Let's go.
He must remember to box and control his passion for warfare. Bowe must remember to put each punches together and make them count inside. Hard right hand by Bowe. Holyfield answers with a counter left.
Get those arms out of there. Get him out of there. Get those arms out of there. Come on, get him out of there.
Both men landing to the body as they clinch and then break.
Hold the head. Go hold the head. Go hold the head.
Bowe missing with a long right hand.
Break out. Come on, let's go.
Holyfield must find a way to get inside Riddick Bowe's jab when the bigger man starts to use it rhythmically. So far, Holyfield has been beating Bowe to the punch with his jab.
Watch the head. Come on, watch the head. Watch the head. Come on.
Hard right hand by Holyfield.
Don't hold the head. Don't hold the head, man. Don't hold the head.
Don't wait on him. But you can't throw one punch because he's going to counter two.
Why?
Keep the pressure on. Keep the pressure on. Okay. All right.
A very good first tactical round for Holyfield, beating Bowe with his jab.
All right, let's go. Come on, let's go.
Moving in and out and around.
In the first fight, Holyfield won the first round on all three cards. In the second fight, Bowe won the first round on all three cards. Jab by Holyfield, and George, between rounds, you heard Eddie Futch saying to Bowe, don't wait on him.
Yeah, you got that long reach. Why in the world are you standing there waiting to land a shot when you can throw any time you want and you got the range? Bowe needs to step up the jab.
A lot of people love to give Bowe credit for being a good inside fighter, and there's Cortez already putting himself into the action. A lot of people give Bowe credit for being a very good in-fighter, George. You see holes in his game there.
Completely. He's not, he'll sneak a left uppercut in there. He'll sneak it in. It's not what you call a pure uppercut because he lures you to sleep and he sneaks it under there. He's a good right-hand puncher if he can get it overhand-like. Holyfield needs to be hit with a straight, right down the line right hand.
What about Holyfield having to punch up against the taller man?
Well, the head is there. He's not protected because you got to aim down. You have your tendency of a big man to drop your hands because you're aiming down. Just throw up there. You can't miss those big, tall guys. I know. I've been up there.
You've been hit.
Yep.
Bowe missed with a slow right hand, and Holyfield stepped in with a counter.
Give me a clean round, guys. Give me a clean round.
Now the right hand sharper by Bowe, and that one lands. And now Bowe gets in an uppercut.
Why is Holyfield staying in there, George? It seems like the last place he should be.
Well, he's in there with a bigger guy, and he shouldn't let this guy wear him down with that extra weight. So this is not good tactics on his behalf. But he said earlier he wanted a knockout.
Two hard left hooks inside by Holyfield, pressing the action, keeping his head against Bowe's chest. Bowe has twice in this round landed the uppercut. If he remembers to throw it, as he did in the first fight, it can be an extremely effective blow. Straight right hand. Not a lot of snap behind it for Bowe, but the left hook inside is good. Holyfield with the right.
Get on, let's go. Give me a clean round, guys. Come on.
A persistent theme in the trilogy, punching after the bell.
Well, Evander Holyfield was hit below the belt a couple of times. The referee didn't do anything about it. Holyfield got mad.
I no need for this punching after the bell. Ain't no need for all that. You hear that?
He can't bounce and move like he was before. So keep using that jab. And when you get on the inside, both hands.
Both of you guys gave us 2-1.
When he tries to come to you, step back and throw that little uppercut. Okay?
Any unsportsmanlike conduct, I'm going to start taking some points, you hear?
Let's see what happened after that. At the end of the round. Unfortunately for Holyfield, that might have been the best part of the round for him, as Bowe asserted himself during that round. You heard Eddie Futch say, George, that he didn't think Holyfield could move and dance the way he did in the first round anymore, and that Bowe should go to work on that premise. Do you think that that's already out of the plan?
Well, yeah, he doesn't have to move this time. Riddick Bowe is not expelling and using that jab to keep a guy moving. Standing there, you don't waste your energy if you don't have to. Why move? This guy's not doing anything to make you move.
Holyfield, so effective moving in and out in the second bout, is now staying inside, giving Bowe a chance to make his power a big factor. They're trading shots at close range, as you can see.
Give me a clean round. Watch the man inside. Give me a clean round.
Again, the uppercut by Bowe. He threw 81 of them in the first fight. And of course, it was an uppercut that rocked Holyfield in the 10th round of that fight. But Bowe only threw 26 uppercuts in the second edition of Holyfield Bowe, and that was one of the tactical differences that night.
Holyfield is not doing anything to protect himself right now, so he must be feeling the effects of that first uppercut.
Another uppercut by Bowe snaps Holyfield's head back. Holyfield with some of the uppercut medicine for Riddick.
I thought a left hook in there by Bowe did some serious damage, but we don't see the results of it as yet.
Punch this up, guys. Hey, ho. Man, you keep the punches up. Keep him up. Let's go.
We counted 10 low blows by Bowe unpenalized in the first of their 3 fights. Tonight, Joe Cortez is staying on top of that, at least for now.
Holyfield is walking into this big man and absorbing punishment. That's not the way you reestablish yourself as a good boxer.
It looks like a suicidal strategy, doesn't it, George?
I wouldn't tell a young man with that kind of boxing ability to do that at all.
Hard right hand by Holyfield. He must believe he's going to land enough of those to make this strategy pay off. Two guys who won't take no for an answer inside. Bowe missing with the uppercut. Holyfield missing with the counter left.
Come on.
Sliding a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. Keep throwing those uppercuts, both with the right hand and the left hand. Watch for him. Look for that one big shot. When that one big shot comes, get underneath. Bang. He wanted to move, but he can't move it.
There you see Holyfield throwing an uppercut. Riddick Bowe normally throws more uppercuts, and there you can see them on the belt. But as I was saying, that Bowe throws more uppercuts in one fight than many fighters throw in their careers. And this kind of tactic by Holyfield seems made for him. Maybe Holyfield knows something we don't.
Punch stat numbers show the pattern of the first two fights re-emerging. Bowe throwing more, Holyfield choosing his spots judiciously and landing at a higher rate. Hard right hand by Bowe. Holyfield comes back with a left. And again, they begin round 4, trading shots in the middle of the ring. Crowd rises as Holyfield seems to stun Bowe with a left hook. Bowe's right hand was blocked. Uppercut missed inside.
Boy, that was some furious exchange, guys. I mean, you don't see big men doing that very often. But this is what these guys have done, and we're now in the 28th round of their fight.
Break out clean. Let's go.
Hard for Bowe to establish his jab when Holyfield stays so close inside. Maybe that's part of what Evander is thinking with this strategy, but on the other hand, he's paying a heavy price for it.
Evander Holyfield is no way, in my mind, fighting smart. For the first time in his career, I saw him look toward the ropes to maybe lay on the ropes and wait a little bit. That's not Evander Holyfield. He's never looked for the ropes to hide.
Evander took a lot of punches against Mercer and was cut in that fight. He's been cut in 4 of his last 6 bouts, and that becomes a concern when your head is in there against the other guy's head all night, as has so far been the case for Evander. Uppercut lands.
Come on, get those arms out there. Come on.
Holyfield is laying on Riddick Bowe, trying to recuperate and get his air back together. Let me tell you, he's not recuperating in the old Evander Holyfield. It's taking too much time to get his breathing rhythm back again.
Bowe has a habit. Bowe has a habit. You saw it there, of beginning to slap when he throws punches in numbered combinations. 3-4 punches at a time. Bowe's last couple of punches will be slaps. But the straight right hand is usually pretty heavy.
Come on, get him out of here. Come on. Work out of here. Come on, your hands are free. Come on, Holyfield, get those arms out.
The crowd isn't into this fight as it was in the first couple of fights, because most of the action is at such close quarters that it's really hard to see back of 10 or 12 rows what's going on.
Bowe landed a straight right. Holyfield came back with a counter left.
This is a good time for the doctor to get in and ask Evander Holyfield some questions.
How you feeling here? Was that water?
Here's this furious exchange early in the round with both fighters connecting. Holyfield, a nice left hand there. This is a strategy that could just wear the smaller man down. But it may be the only way that Holyfield can do it, and you saw him land his own low blow.
And frankly, George, Evander Holyfield in the corner between rounds looked more exhausted than I've ever seen him at this stage of a fight.
I was about to say the same thing. He looked almost like he got old between rounds, but we may be misreading him.
To use an old expression, he just looked all stove in between rounds.
Harold Letterman, quickly, can you give us your scorecard?
Larry, 39-37, 3 rounds to 1, Riddick Bowe. I gave the first round to Evander Holyfield on a jab, but Riddick Bowe's dominated ever since. I thought he really hurt Evander with a right hand in the 4th round.
I have the same score, Harold.
More trading shots in the center of the ring.
This is a very dangerous fight as far as I'm concerned for Evander Holyfield. It's not looking good. Talk about the healing he received. This man is not able to catch a second win. He's not able to get recapture his breathing again.
Come on, your hands are free.
Doesn't look good.
So you think there's at least a chance that the stiff heart condition which followed the Moore fight was not in fact misdiagnosed, and that he's being bothered in some way now, just as he was against Michael Moore?
It's terrible. He's even more so now. He can't catch another win.
Break up. Let's go.
Look at there.
We're
Just look at it.
establishing what George Foreman's opinion is here.
Yeah.
Break up. Come on, break
If
up.
I'm his corner, I throw in the towel. If I'm the Holyfield's corner, I throw in the towel.
Low blow, and Cortez penalizes Bowe a point.
1 point, low blow. 1 point, low blow. Get in that corner over there. Whole time.
Gotta stop it.
You all right? You got some time. Let me know when you're ready. Ain't no need for none of that. There ain't no need for none of that. I told you. Twice already. 1 point already.
Evander Holyfield can have as many as 5 minutes to recover from this. And now he says he's ready to go. Flip Bomansky, the Nevada State Athletic Commission doctor, is sitting in Holyfield's corner. Holyfield taking a couple of heavy shots.
Holyfield is really hurting. He looks like he's ready to go. He looks like he has nothing to get back. He just became 33 going on 53.
Evander Holyfield has never been knocked out in his professional boxing career.
You gotta punch this up. Keep him up. You gotta punch this up, guys.
An extremely concerned George Foreman is presently on his feet, suggesting to Joe Cortez that he thinks a stoppage wouldn't be inappropriate.
Yeah, but
Now Holyfield comes back with a right hand. George, you're sitting back down.
The problem, of course, is that you just can't underestimate Holyfield and what happens if he gets a second win. His reputation
is not going to get a second win. This man is going to end up in a pine box. He's got heart trouble. It's evident he cannot get his breathing together. He can't recuperate. If he had not had this doctors examine him.
Well, I can't refute the doctors who claim it was misdiagnosed.
Hard right hand by Holyfield.
Here he is.
And remember, of course, that he got medical clearance from the Mayo Clinic and other established medical authorities before the Nevada State Commission would license him for the bout.
Bowe is not hurting Holyfield. Holyfield is being hurt inside himself.
All right. Let's go.
He's done. I hope he doesn't get hurt. I scored that round. Even though a point was taken away from Bowe, I gave him a 9-8 round because I think he gave such a licking to Holyfield.
Down goes Bowe! First knockdown of Riddick Bowe's career.
Not getting up.
How can you ever count this man out? He is just amazing.
Bowe's out on his feet. If Evander can find him, he might finish it. It was a left hook that did the damage. Evander Holyfield Holyfield, not known as a knockout puncher, trying to finish the big man here.
Can Bowe show the resilience that Holyfield showed in their first fight? Can he survive this? Who would have thunk it? Just when it looked as though Holyfield was ready to give up, he's got Bowe almost out on his feet.
And now Holyfield seems to have run out of gas.
Let's go.
Bowe getting himself back together. Got an excellent chance now to make it out of the round.
Come on, get him out of there.
And maybe even to turn it around the way Holyfield did on him in round 10 of the first fight. Here comes Bowe.
I would never ever believe that I would see this of almost a mirror image of what we saw before.
Come on.
Bowe looking at Cortez to ask for help. He says, Evander hit me on the back of the head with a left hand.
Come on, let's go.
That's the first time Bowe is down as a professional.
Come on, don't be holding.
And he is showing some stuff that we haven't seen before in terms of his heart and will. And it's a good thing he got into great condition for this fight.
Holyfield's punches without snap now. What do you make of this, George?
George, you seem as stunned as everyone else.
No, I'm not stunned. I mean, Evander Holyfield is fighting on pure courage.
Dangerous courage in your view.
Dangerous.
Get up.
10 seconds left in round 6. Holyfield mounts an attack again. Bowe can't seem to stop the left hand. Evander misses with a right.
Down goes Bowe. An amazing turnabout. When you've been watching fights as long as we have, you're hesitant in suggesting that something like this could happen again. So we are as startled as anyone else. Round 31.
At that time, there was no doctor in Holyfield's corner between rounds.
Come on, get those hands out of there.
But Evander still seems to be struggling to regain his breath.
There you go, Holyfield.
Gargantuan effort from both men.
Let's go, come on, give me a clean round.
Holyfield in round 6 landed 30 of 41 punches, and most of them were power shots.
Get him out there, get him out, let's go. Holyfield, hold that head. Keep him up, this guy.
Both men seeming to try to get a little bit of a rest here, George.
Well, I wouldn't want to get a rest this way.
Let me clean out, guys. Come on, work out. Your hands are free, guys. Keep the punches up. Let him out.
More than a minute into round 7, one short left hook from Bowe, the most significant punch of the round.
Get those down. Don't lock him up. Don't lock him up in there. Get those downs out. Let him loose, guys. Let him loose. All right, break out, guys. Break out. Let's go.
Uppercut landed again for Holyfield.
Let's go, both of you guys. Watch your heads inside. Watch your heads. All right, get him out. Let him out of there. Don't be holding. Let him out. Come on, get him out.
Now they begin to trade again. Both men finding some of the snap in their punches in this last minute of round 7. the second of their 3 fights. Evander Holyfield effectively stole rounds by flurrying in the last 30 seconds.
Get him out of there.
Let's see if that's what he has in mind here.
Step back, come on, let's go. Let's go.
George Foreman, you're curiously quiet.
Get the hands there.
Yep.
Get the head. Hold the head. Get the hands out.
The old saying is, sometimes more is less. And less is more.
Care to explain? You just don't feel as though you should comment on what you're watching? Is that it?
It's just as a dangerous situation, and there's no intelligence that I can get out of it at this point. Holyfield has had this diagnosis, and he's showing it.
You stand right in front of this guy. We didn't work on that.
You cannot stand in front of this guy.
You can't stand in front of him.
All you gotta do is step around. Step around.
Hey, look. When you do fire in sets, not 1 or 2, 3 and 4. Hey, and shorten that hook up, okay? Don't aim for his head, aim for his shoulder. You got me?
Keep those punches in his body going. Expect a little uppercut. Little uppercut and hook.
Okay.
All right.
You got to start it.
You did it once.
It looked as though somebody might have brushed some smelling salts across Bowe's nose. Harold, how do you have the score after 7 rounds?
Larry fought 2, 1 even in rounds, 66, 65 in points. Riddick Bowe by 1 point. Larry, I gave Evander an extra point in round 6 for the knockdown, but I still scored that other in round 5, 9-9. I scored it even. I'll tell you, this is tremendous stuff.
Hard right hand inside by Holyfield, and now down goes Evander.
A right hand
by Bowe.
A right hand inside as Holyfield lunged to get back at him.
7.
Did the trick.
Don't think he's going to make it.
9.
No, he made it.
How do you feel? How do you feel? Take a step forward. Take a step forward.
How does he feel?
Take a step forward. Take a step forward.
Wonderful. Terrific.
Let's go.
Third knockdown
This
of
is it.
Holyfield's career.
This
Here
is the
comes the
end.
4th, and that's it.
That's it. That's it. That's it. We're going.
What a fight. Once again, they even exceed the highest expectations we had.
And we'll take another look at the end of the fight. There's the hard right hand that Holyfield landed in there, and then the right hand by Bowe, and down went Holyfield. I'm not even sure Riddick knew that he had landed that hard a shot. That was the first knockdown. And another look at the first knockdown. George, this short right.
That's the right. The right. The
And I
left.
wasn't sure that Evander would make it up from that one. Eventually he did, and referee Joe Cortez let him come back across the ring, and that's all it took to put the finishing touches on the knockout.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the site where legends are made, Caesar's Palace, a round of applause for 2 warriors in the heavyweight division. Fight number 3 was everything we wanted it to be. Referee Joe Cortez calls a halt to the bout at 58 seconds in the 8th round. The winner by TKO victory, and now reigns supreme as the best heavyweight in the world, Riddick Big Daddy Bowe.
I want to thank you, man. We love you, man. We love you. You my inspiration. I want you to know that. Yeah, okay.